siempre lo perdí. Aún recuerdo el romance que viviste conmigo. Yo sé que jugaste con mis sentimientos. Todo fue un juego que tuviste conmigo. Pero en ese juego yo me enamoré. Yo no me di cuenta, escucha mujer. Pero te lo juro, mamita, desperté.
There's nothing colder than your shoulder when you're dragging me along like you do, like you do. And then you switch up with no warning, and you kiss me like you want it. How rude, how rude. But I kinda like it anyways. I don't mind if this is gonna take a million days. I know you'll come around to me eventually. If you sit back, relax, enjoy my company, my company. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies. Cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby. Cause once you know my love is so mystical, magical, oh baby. Cause once you know my little heart to give, baby, I wanna give you the world. Not saying you gotta chase me, but I wouldn't mind it if you gave me just a little bit of something we can work it with. But all you do is push me out. But I like it anyways, cause I think I'm getting closer to you every day. I know you'll come around to me eventually. Just sit back, relax, enjoy my company. Oh baby, trust me. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies. Cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby. Cause once you know my love is so mystical, magical, oh baby. Cause once you know my love's gonna mystical, magical, oh baby. It's mystical, magical.
I look around, search all I can find. People next to me out of their mind. Looking through the light, gonna make you blind. So sophisticated mankind. Brother plan seems to work. Economic growth is saving the earth. Sing alive, tell me what is it worth? A deeper love from the day of your birth. I start losing it, I'm out of control. Part I'm choosing, part I'm playing a role. They get your money, do they get to your soul? I bet you, honey, what you need is a goal. Now you're in it, you just playing the game. Another minute or a second of fame. Say my name, I'm going up in the flame. Another day, another breath I retain. Ooh, don't you wanna breathe? Don't you wanna breathe? Tonight we're in the air. No matter how long we can go. No matter how long we can go. Tonight we're in the air. No matter how long we can go.
Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. Siggy here at Citi Field, and of course, known as a pitcher's park, but this ballpark's gotten a little smaller over the years as they've changed the dimensions.
It's a different ballpark. It plays differently, and these hitters are really feeding off of it. You give the pitcher a nice little lead, and we see those players getting comfortable and leading the team to victory.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And taking the ball for the Mets, David Peterson. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Ben Rice, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Ball. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And a man aboard.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
That misses, and it's 2-0. Rice gets his lead at first, nobody out. Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. A 2-run shot. The Yankees score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Comes Cody Bellinger.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That's a laser base hit.
Batting fourth, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
So man aboard. Goldie steps into the box. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
That one kicks away from the catcher. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. That's a little bit low. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Bellinger around second on his way to third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
That swing is all about confidence. Sitting pretty with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage instead of wasting what turned out to be a good opportunity. A great job of hitting, and the result is a single. Good stuff.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Simeon. Throw to second. He's out. But one run is in to score.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
One out man at first. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Lays down a bunt to the right side. The flip, and they get the out.
Batting seventh.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
In today's game, hitting with power is essential, Boog. With pitchers throwing 95 and above, stringing hits together is hard to do. So home runs and extra base hits are crucial, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Man at first, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. This one in the dirt.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward. Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That misses. They're down 3-1. Fastball for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Bunted back towards the mound. Gets it to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Mets nothing. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for the Yankees, Carlos Rodon. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Grisham on the move. And he hauls it in.
Batting second. Shortstop.
Here's a Mets lineup now. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Ball. Ball 2.
Just missed.
Down.
No question about this one. It's out of here. He circles the bases, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-1.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
One down. Juan Soto down.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
First baseman, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
At the ball.
The 1-0.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
The next offering misses. Ball 3. This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Here's Marcus Semien. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Soto off of first with 2 away. And now 2 balls and a strike. In the dirt. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Here's the center fielder.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Two on, 2 outs. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Tough spot right here. A couple of runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. Austin Slater up next for the Mets. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Grisham under this one. And that is that.
Till I reach the top.
The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 4-1.
Yeah, they reading the team. Know if you hit me, you come with a feet. All the drip, can't get it for cheap. I hit a cat when you giving a speech. I'm at the top, so they gunning for me. I got
New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Yeah. Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Yankee order, Ben Rice, the next to hit. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base. And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they throw 3 on the board.
The sun rises and Aaron Judge hits a home run. That's a pretty normal day in the world of baseball. Well, he's living up to his power hitting reputation today, Boog. A second homer just confirms what we already knew about his ability to hit the ball a long way.
Here's Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Hammer, base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in there safely.
Wasting no time. He's
Up next
2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So man aboard. Here is Goldschmidt. In the air to left center. Moving under this one. And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr.
So now with one away and a man at second. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Pitch kicks away. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
He just hasn't had it in this one. Been fighting himself out there, and that's just another example of it. We'll see if he can find it at all while he's still out there.
One away with a runner at third here at the top of the second. This one in the air center field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sac fly. It's 8-1.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
So no one on after the sac fly. Ahmed Rosario will hit next.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Two down, nobody on.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting his swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Here's a 2-0.
Well, Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And a payoff pitch. Too high, and it's ball 4.
Oh, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So 2 down, Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. Puts a bunt down. Vientos. The flip to the pitcher covering. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 10-1 ball game.
This in the way that I walk, all in the way that I talk. Touchdown and bringing in flavor.
Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning. Austin Slater up now for the Mets.
Austin Slater.
Ripped to third and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Rodon fires. Outside low. And now 3-0. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter at 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Down low, it kicks away. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Six straight outside the strike zone. Baden leads off first with 1 away. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Ground ball could be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. So they make short work of them there. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Yankees 10 and the Mets 1. Back here at Citi Field, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Hey.
Hot shot to third. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Ben Rice.
So back to the top of the order. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 2 for 2. And that skips in the dirt. That misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
1 gone, runner at first. Now here is Aaron Judge. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Soto under it. 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, left
And here's a look
fielder,
at how
Cody
he's using
Bellinger.
his pitches in this one. Bellinger up to hit. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they maintain their 10-1 lead. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Carson Bench up now for the Mets.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Ball 2. Hey.
That misses. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Bichette stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Ball. Bam.
Misses again, 5 in a row. Bench gets his lead at first with nobody out. And ball 4 to aboard.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder.
Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Robert to right field, way back, gone. He'll take a jog around the bases, and they cut into the deficit.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now it's Marcus Semien. Walked his first time.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Rodon ready. Here comes. And that one is downstairs. And it's 3-0. Center field. Grisham under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder.
Ball. Ball, that's out.
Two down, nobody on. And another ball. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. Here's Austin Slater. 0 for 1 so far.
Right fielder, Austin Slater.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the last half of the third. The 2-0 is in for a strike. And that one missing low. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
For the Mets, third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Down the third baseman, Brett Beatty. He reached out a walk his first time.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
That's the ball.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 on, 2 outs. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. High fly ball, right field. Judge under it. And that'll do it. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now a 10-4 score.
Guerrillero, mi sangre la misma.
all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, second
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. On the ground, 2 ball. On to Simeon. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Ahmed Rosario digs in now. This one in the air, right field. Oh, he can't bring it in.
Double.
Hops over the wall. And that's an automatic double.
Yankees, center fielder Trent Grisham.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And that is that. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Yankees 10 and the Mets 4. Back here in Queens, bottom 4, Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Ribbed, and he can't glove it. It's by him. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Mets.
Back to the top of the Mets order. And next is the designated hitter, Carson Benj.
That's down.
The 1-0. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
So up next for New York, Bo Bichette. He's already homered in this game. This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. Another homer. His second homer of the night, and they close the gap. It's 10-7.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
My
Goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power move, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
Here's Juan Soto.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat.
Hit the air right field, and that ball way back there, and that is way gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they inch closer. It's 10-8.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who could blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Digging in, Mark Vientos. That's to third. tosses to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
For the Mets, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Here's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
Cam
Yankees,
Schlittler gets the call from the pen.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Four runs already in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That one misses. Ball 3. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Marcus Semien goes deep. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they cut into the deficit.
If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it.
1 down. Here's the center fielder. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder,
Austin Slater stands in.
Slater.
And that's through there for a strike. A little bit low. Ball 1.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses. 3-1 now. Fastball for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Back to work, 3-2 now. There's a swing and a drive. That one carried. And that's going to bang against the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Up next for
Got a
the
fastball,
Mets,
middle of the
3rd
plate, jumped all
baseman,
over him. Absolutely
Brad
smoked that
Beatty.
ball.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. That one in the dirt and gets away. No advance, though. Runner at second, 2 down.
That's the ball.
And that is downstairs. And now 3-0. Luis Torrens in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. This one in the air center field. Grisham going back on this one. and that will end the inning. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Yankees 10 and the Mets 9. Back here at Citi Field, let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger.
In the air out to center. Long run on his horse. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A solo shot, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-9.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
3rd time through the order now. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. The lefty, the 1-0.
No, that's low.
And that skips into dirt. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fastball for a strike. That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the wall. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
Man at first with 1 gone. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Going. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 13-9.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And here comes Bellinger. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Nope, that's the ball.
Right through there for a strike. Two and two. That one missed.
Down.
And he walked him.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1.
Ball, that's low.
Man at first, one away. And that one is downstairs. 3-1. Gets the bunt down the right side. Simeon flips it, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, just doing his part right there, trying to move that runner in a scoring position. Got it down successfully. Now we'll see if they can drive him in from second.
Chisholm Jr.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Puts a bunt down. On the run, throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Back to the top of the order, and next for the Mets, Carson Bench. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And it's off the batter's eye. He crushes that one to center field. And they're chipping away. It's 13-10.
They wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Bichette up now for the Mets.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were, 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I get the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Juan Soto with a rocket. His 3rd home run of the game, and they cut into the lead. It's 13-11.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
So 2 down, and now it's going to be Mark Vientos. Bounced out to short. Volpe out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ahmed Rosario.
Ripped to short. In plenty of time to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way. Travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the
right side, hard hit. Whips it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. David Peterson will depart. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Freddie Peralta taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball 2. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Off the mark there. 3 balls, no strikes. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
2 down, nobody on. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
And next for New York, Austin Wells. He's already homered here in this one. Now this one gets away from the catcher, but no advance. That's ball 1. The 1-0. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one kicks away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Smoked on the ground to second. On to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. The Yanks with the lead, 13-11.
Leading off for the Mets, second baseman Marcus Semien.
Right through there for a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
1 down.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder.
And now the center fielder.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
That's ball 2.
Two and 1 now. That's a little bit low. The Mets trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And that is low for ball 4.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Austin Slater.
Austin Slater getting ready to hit.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Fastball for a strike.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it. Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 2-1. And downstairs, Brett Beatty waiting to hit for the Mets. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
This is again 5 in a row.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
2 on, 1 out. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. Pitch misses there, and it's 3-0. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. He shoots one out to right, and they take the lead. It's 14-13.
This is a perfect example of why you keep grinding out your bats even when you're down big. You never know what might happen later in the game.
Now it's going to be Luis Torrens. Over to Goldie. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, designated hitter, Carson Bench.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the DH, Carson Bench. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Cam Schlittler is done. And the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching for the
Will
Yankees,
Warren takes over on the mound.
29,
He's pitching
Will
on 2
Warren.
days rest. Nice grab. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Top of inning number 7. Now up as the Yankees DH, Ben Rice. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Into the bullpen and gone. And we are tied.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Here is Aaron Judge. Infield shifted to the pull side. That's a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Whoa, that's down.
And the 1-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Pitch kicks away. And the runner stays where he is. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Here's a 3-0. Swings through that one for strike one.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Swings through that one for strike two.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
The Yankees with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7. And a sac bunt here. Vientos. They apply the tag and the runner moves up to second.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. Puts a bunt down. Simeon, the flip, runs, scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Ahmed Rosario will hit next.
Ball one.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. In there at the knees. That missed by a lot. They're down 3-1. Trent Grisham would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Man at second. And he lays one down the left side. And that's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. And that bunted towards third. Beatty to first. That's the inning. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. 7th inning stretch time. Yankees out front, 15-14. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 7th. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And we are all tied up.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now it's Juan Soto. Infielder shifted to the right, shortstop just to the left of second. And that one hammered. Judge going back on it. This one's going to carry, and it's gone! They go back-to-back. His 4th home run of the game. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 16-15.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Stepping in, Mark Vientos. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Goldie. He steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
So up next for New York, Marcus Semien. And he pops up the bunt. Goldie makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
For the Mets, center fielder, A.J. Ewing.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the center fielder. Gets the bunt down the right side. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. Here at Citi Field, for the top of the 8th, Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
And a good eye there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Anthony Volpe on deck for the Yankees. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. His 2nd homer of the night.
This one feels far from over, Boog. Who knows how this game's going to play out now? Well, he saw a lot of pitches in this at-bat, and in this 3-2 count, he got something he could handle. Wasn't fooled. Did a really nice job in approaching and attacking that baseball.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. High fly ball out towards left field. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
For the Yankees, catcher Austin Wells.
And now here is Austin Wells. Drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Second home run of the inning for them. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 17-16.
You're not going to be able to wipe the smile off his face for a while, Boog. He just changed the game. Performance nothing short of clutch. With that swing, he's given his team the lead and a huge psychological boost.
Ben Rice now at the plate. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Bunts it straight back to the mound. The throw to first, and now 2 gone.
Up next,
it's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, and a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
That one hammered center field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Just missed it. But they go deep twice in the inning, both solo shots. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead this one 17-16. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 8th. Austin Slater digs in now. Drive left field, and he knew it. And this game is tied.
That's a clutch hit at a big moment. You can't ask for a better time to get a swing like that. put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Drops one down in front of the plate. He's safe. On with a bunt single.
What a play right there. Dropped down just a beautiful ball. And maybe caught the defense by surprise a little bit, but now the go-ahead run is on at first, and that could be huge.
Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Goldie to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the Mets, designated hitter, Carson Bench.
Carson Bench up now for the Mets. Zach bunt towards third. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
Well, he's just giving himself up to move two runners into scoring position right there, but somehow the defense can't get an out anywhere, and this is quickly turning into a golden opportunity for this offense.
So bases all loaded up. Over shift. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Golden opportunity right here.
Berg, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. The 1-0. Puts a bunt down. Chisholm to the plate for one. Over to first. Safe.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder, Juan Soto.
Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. Ball one there.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Flips it, and he just beats him to the bag. What a play. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Puts a bunt down. Chisholm tosses to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Through 8 full, the Mets lead this one 18-17. Last chance coming up here for the Yankees. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! Cody Bellinger blasts one out, and we are tied.
Big-time players don't shy away from these spots. He knew he could change the game, and that's exactly what he just did. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Making a move at first. On to run for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Well, he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
Trying to move him over here. Oh, a great flip. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
Now the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Bunts it towards the mound. Tosses to first, and that is a big first out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at-bat.
Go-ahead run on base. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. All loaded up. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit.
Anthony Volpe.
Right through there for a strike. Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
The 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Pitch gets away. And he's in to score the wild pitch. They take the lead.
Boog, I got to think he was trying to make the perfect pitch right there with the go-ahead run on third. But this is what can happen when you try to do a little too much with the baseball. That's a brutal way to give him the lead if you're on the mound.
2 on, 1 out. Got him looking for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Puts a bunt down. Vientos. The underhand flip. They get the out, and that'll do it. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees lead it 19-18. Max Schumann into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Well, 1-run game, Marcus Semien getting ready to hit. Crush, left center field. This one's deep, forget it. His second home run of the game, and we are all tied up.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way. Looks like we might be underestimating his power just a bit. His teammates might even be surprised at what they're seeing. An unforgettable game for him.
And now the center fielder. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's off the wall. In safely at second base, and that's the potential winning run with nobody out. Hung up in a rundown now. Tag out, and they cut down the winning run at second. Austin Slater will hit next. Into the outfield, base hit, and the winning run is aboard.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with one down. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. In the air, right field. 2 away now.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Luis Torrens.
And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, this one's blasting. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing at the bat, nice win for the team.
High-scoring ball game in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.